Okay, so we're here with Mr. Schwanger, and recently he was in the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. What was that like?
It was an incredible experience. It was once in a lifetime. Just like really memorable and really exciting, especially to be around so many people in New York City. Really, really cool.
Now, how'd you get into the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Well, a friend of mine who's another band director, marched with this organization when they did their first parade, which was a few years ago. They marched in the Rose Parade in California. And when I found out about this, I asked him, how did he do it? How did he get into that group? He kind of pointed me to the application process. And I kind of got in after applying and also listing him as a reference. So, but they needed to know a little bit about me and my background and kind of what I teach and where I teach. From what I understand, there was, I think, 900 who applied, and then they only accepted about 400 of those people to be a part of the parade.
Oh, okay.
Today, I am so proud to announce that the Band of Band Directors has been selected to represent music educators everywhere and perform in New York City in the 2023 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
So how do you compare from like Lewisburg Marching Dragons parade marching than it is from the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
So, in some ways, very similar because, what we were doing as a parade band was very similar to a lot of the same things that we do here in our own band, just on a much larger scale. There was 400 of us there versus the normal size of our band here. But a lot of the things were the same. We had to learn how to guide forward and guide sideways and stay in step and listen for the cadences and all of those sorts of things. How do we hold our instruments when we're marching? We went through all of that together as a group. So that was very similar. I guess where it was a little bit different is, even with our band, we've never marched for a parade that was kind of that spectacular. Mm-hmm. So, that part of the experience was a little bit different. And I think also just being in it versus directing it was also a big difference to me. I suddenly had in my mind now all of those different things that I had told my students over the years. I now had to think about those, and that kind of changed my thinking and my mindset, and also made me appreciate all of you guys just a little bit more because of all the things that I've told you all these times.
Just another question. How long or how early were your rehearsals?
For kind of the normal days that weren't the day of the parade, we had rehearsals that started around 7 a.m. And that was because that was when we had the time available to us at these various facilities. So 3 days in a row, we actually jumped over to New Jersey to do some things over there, 1 indoors and 2 outdoors. And then the day of the parade itself, we actually had to get up, get the bus around 2 o'clock in the morning and get to a rehearsal around the Macy's store in Manhattan at 3 a.m. So that's when we did the rehearsal for the TV spot for NBC. And then after that, we went to breakfast and then went and prepped for the parade.
Coming from a student in the band, you got an award. So what was that about?
Yeah, so the band students and I completed a project earlier this fall that we put together for September 11th. It was a remembrance video and also a recognition of the people in our community, especially those associated with our band, who are first responders, medical professionals, those sort of people. And so we recorded that a few months ago. I played a piece in the background with the Marching Dragons, and then published that and sent that project off to the people who kind of helped us organize this parade. And so the award was in recognition of the 100 or so band directors from within the larger group that I was with, who actually went and kind of followed through and completed this project as a service to the community. So since we did that, that's why we won that award. And I have it here and kind of put it on display because I feel that the students helped me earn that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.